Nick, you have been called by some a blasphemer because of your art. Is that true? And if so,
No.
if not, how?
If not, how? Yes, some people have said this because I think what they find offensive is the use of iconography or elements from iconography mixed with, well, something that's not traditionally that. Mm-hmm. And I think icons, unlike other forms of sacred art, we deal with differently. Growing up Polish Catholic, we had icons everywhere in our homes, and they were always worn out because people would touch them and kiss them and do all these things. Yeah. And we had tons of them too. But the point was, there's a theology of the icon that is not the same interaction you have with like the Sistine Chapel or other big paintings like by Caravaggio or all these other people. And so the icon like feels a little bit more electric, if you will. And so in that sense, right, I think people find it a little like, oh, okay, like you're ruining tradition in a certain sense. But I think, right, that tradition is all contingent, right? Icons emerged at a certain point. And yes, St. Luke made the first one, but the idea is like each one that comes after is a derivative off of Luke's. It's a spin-off in a certain sense. So they're original by doing that because it's the intersection between the Holy Spirit, the iconographer, and whatever St. Luke did in the beginning. But it's always a new synthesis without trying to be like purely original. Yeah, and so I think here people like find it maybe offensive because it's mixing, well, like a commercial product here, Coca-Cola, and Abraham and the iconography. But I see it as an invitation to engage with art in a way that we deal with icons as well. For some, of course, as we know, we took an icon class, and we had some folks at this class, a traditional icon class, and some folks are very kind of purist about what constitutes an icon.
Yes.
As we both experienced.
Even the icons that we were painting were not considered icons.
Right, because they had to go through a whole certain process, or because we were just even taking a course, it wasn't considered that. I've taken another icon course where the teacher was very open to all sorts of things. It was like, you could paint with acrylic and it's still an icon.
Right.
Where some purists are like, it must be egg tempera and everything like that. And so I think the way an icon is not a thing in and of itself or an aesthetic practice, but rather it's how do we engage with a certain piece of artwork. And so with this style, it's an invitation to return to that.